Next speech.
Next speech, part 2.
Hello everyone, my name is Nick Lubin and I will be giving a persuasive speech on whether we should give students the opportunity to pay off tuition through public service. We all hear about the building problem of student loan debt, but most don't understand the severity of the situation or the impact it has on the economy. Currently, the student loan debt has reached $1.2 trillion according to Forbes.com, and $1 trillion of that is federal student loan debt. The current U.S. national debt is $16.7 trillion. So this federal student loan debt of $1 trillion makes up 6% of the national debt. This is a huge figure and has a huge effect on the economy. But what is to be done about such astronomically large numbers? And how can we help these students caught in this debt trap? One suggestion that has been mentioned is the opportunity for students to pay off tuition through public service. I would disagree with this suggestion. The opportunity to pay off tuition through public service will not encourage productivity. It would be too difficult to set up, and it would not fix the bigger problem of students borrowing more money than they are able to repay. First, I would like to discuss public service, what it is and how it functions. Public service, according to wikipedia.org, is service which is provided by government to people living within its jurisdiction, either directly through the public sector or by financing the provision of services. This includes firemen, policemen, librarians, jurors, and also includes the Peace Corps and the military. Because we are no longer heavily involved in any war, and because we never know precisely when we will become involved in one as a nation, it would not be a sustainable option to give students the opportunity to publicly serve in the military to pay for their college tuition. And also, the military is already fulfilling this with their ROTC program. The Peace Corps is set up with a specific federal budget and a specific limit to the amount of time someone can serve in the Peace Corps, usually 5 years or less. If graduating college students were to work for the Peace Corps, they could only do so for 5 years or less, which may or may not be long enough to pay for tuition costs accumulated by these college students. So I would like to focus on the idea of students being given the opportunity to work in the public sector to pay off tuition, working as policemen, firefighters, librarians, public transit workers, construction workers, and the like. The first problem is that these public service jobs are already filled. Although they expand as the population grows and as infrastructure increases, it does not expand enough to accommodate the number of college students coming out with student loans, which accounts for about 2/3 of students right now, according to Forbes.com. Therefore, if this opportunity was presented, it would take away many jobs from current federal employees. So these federal employees would have to either find other jobs or they would be facing unemployment. This would be no better for the economy, and although it might lower student loan debt, it would not be effective in lowering the national debt because of the unemployment it would create. Besides the issue of providing these public service jobs for students, another potential issue would be productivity. Efficiency wage theory suggests that, at least up to a point, higher wages can encourage workers to be more productive, and it also saves money by reducing labor turnover rates, according to Pay and Productivity at pwc.blogs.com. Were the government to provide this tuition paying opportunity, it would likely be a set wage, and there would be little room for advancement in the field you are placed in. If students are working solely to pay off their tuition, they would not have the motivation for productivity that they would have if they were working at a job with no room for wage increase or career advancement. Not to mention that with turnover from college students moving through these public service jobs until they pay their tuition, the experience of gained from veteran policemen, firefighters, construction workers, etc. would be lacking, and it would hurt the ability of these systems to do their job well. I believe that college students should not be given the opportunity to pay off their tuition after college through public service. It would not be better for the economy and employment. It would not promote productivity. It would not give opportunity for career advancement, and would hurt the level of experience and competence of the public sector because of employee turnover. The way that student loan debt can be fixed is that students must be wise in how large the loans are that they take. They must be tenacious and motivated to find employment, whether in the career of their choice or not. And they must learn to be responsible with their finances and paying back loans.